Hello, welcome to this decision making skill empowering session. I'm Ragi Narayana. I'm a joyful lifestyle coach and I will help people to become successful and help them to live a lifestyle of happiness. How many stories that you have in your life failures? So most of the peoples that they have the failure stories is more than that of the success stories. So every time that you are feeling the failure, that will make you a very stressed situation, and you will get a lot of knowledge about your life and the failure that leads to the success in your life. So today we are going to learn about how to face the failure in our life. By making the strong decisions in our life, we can make the failures as lessons, and we can learn a lot of things from that failures, and that will leads to the successful life. So let's jump into that, how to face the failures in life by making the strong decisions for the good results. So, decision making skill, how to face the failures. So, maybe you have a lot of failure stories, but that is not a problem in your life because you can make that failures into success. So, whatever happened in your life, that is your past. There is no need to rethink about that failures, but we need some lessons or some means tools to face the failures when it will come from the next moment. So, it is not about the past, it is about how to face the life or the failures in the future. So, decision making skill is a very important skill for a person who needed to become successful in their life by making a lot of decisions like how they can make their life as successful. So, first thing that I'm going to discuss with you, that is my mission. So, what is my mission that I will tell you with my very proud, that is I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people to become successful and to help them to live a lifestyle of happiness. So you may think about how a person becomes successful and happy. So I will tell you a little connection between these two words, that is successful and happiness. So if you have a goal in your life or there is any ambition, passion or something in your life, you need to have an idea how to implement that passion or how to reach a goal and how you can reach your ambition or some positions that you need in your life. So in that way you need a idea, and if you will get an idea about your decision and about your passion or about your goal or something, then you need to plan for that, how you can reach that goal or the passion or the ambition. So first you got the idea, then you are going to plan how to reach that position. So it is like, so from the point A to B. So you got lot of plans how to implement that goal and how to implement that passion and how you can become that person or that position. So you that planning in between, sometimes you fail or you need to face some obstructions or oppositions in that way. So need that time you need a lot of courage to face all the things. You need a lot of tools that will make you more comfortable in that difficult situations, and you can easily reach the destination point. So failures are just a milestones before you are reaching the success. Then if you reach the exact position that you need to become, then what is the end result of each and every success behind of that? So every success is coming with a lot of happiness because you are fulfilled in that position or you are fulfilled in that goal or passion or ambition. So I'm on a mission to help 100,000 people to become successful and help them to live a lifestyle of happiness. And what is my vision that I will explain to you? My vision is to build a new moral value based world and also help people to analyze their own life problems and stop the sufferings of their life. If you don't know about your life, what is going on, all the time that you are facing some difficulties or struggles, you feel that it's my suffering that I want to need to face all these things. You blame yourself because of that. But if you have the capacity to face all the things, then you can never feel sufferings. You can only feel the lessons and experience that you are going through each and every process. So my vision is to build a new moral value based world, because anything can teach you. That is the technologies, the science, everything, that any tools or something that can teach you. So now it is the time. AI is going through a lot of changes. Chat GPT, all the things that came. So who will teach you the love, compassion, sincerity, truthfulness, and all these things? So it is not a technical part of things. It's your inner core combined with some types of emotions and feelings. So that you need to understand what it is, and if needed some tweaks or means changes, you just do it. So you will become a new moral value person. So I'm on a vision to build a new moral value based world, and also help people to analyze their own life problems and stop the sufferings of their life. So we are just coming into the today's topic, that is how to face the failures. So I just told about you that is a lot of people's means. If I will ask to you, what are the failures that you have faced in your life, and what are the successful moments that you are enjoyed in your life? So you will just think about in your mind, but most of them coming into your mind, that will be the failures. So most failures that will be embedded in your mind or something, that is you are remembering all the time, yeah, that is your failures. I failed in that, I failed in that, I lost these things, and I not done those things, and I means a lot of failures. But I will ask you to tell any successful stories in your life, then you will think about it. So what am I succeeded? Maybe you can tell straightly, because you reached some positions like that, or you reached some areas, goals or something like that, then you can easily say that. So there is two types of failures in a person's life. Can you tell about it? I will explain to you. The first one is that the loss. So I will not tell you what loss that you have. It may be of a career loss, educational loss, or any type of workplace losses. So anything that you can say, that is loss is one of the failure. And what is the second type of failure? That is the unfulfillment. That is, I need to pass that exam, but I couldn't. So that is not you. You are not fulfilled that. So there is only two failures that you're facing in your whole lifetime. That is, one is loss and one is unfulfillment. These two factors will come in different ways in your life that makes you feel failure. So we can understand that. These two words are very simple, but you just think about your life. What are the failures that you are faced? Somewhat time it may be of a loss, or otherwise it's a unfulfillment type. So next we are going to learn something new about, that is what are the areas affecting the failure. So in your life, you just think about any of your failures. So maybe of your educational type of career or anything like that. Of in your personal life, something somewhat time you have faced any failures. Like now you can say that it is not failure. Some losses or unfulfillment that you are faced in your life, that is your failure. So any losses happened in your life. It is like any financial problems that you're facing, that's your failure. And any relationship problems that you're facing, that is your failure. That is an unfulfillment and or loss something. And if you are wish to work somewhere and you are not able to, and you are written some exams or something, but you have failed it, that is you lost that chance to enter inside of that. So that is also one of the areas that is affecting the failure. But I will tell you in detail, that is what are the six areas the failures will happen in a person's life. The first thing, that is a personality. So what is a personality failures? So you can say that in as a person, if you don't have a confidence, if you don't have some things like that, if you are personally whatever things that you are losing or unfulfilling, that is your personality area is affecting that failure. So it may be of an emotional failures, or like that of anything that you can say, but it is affecting your personality. And the second area that I will tell you, that is your career. So you lost a job, or you lost any high rank position, or means promotions, or anything like that of things in your life, that is your career is affecting the failures somewhat type. Then the third area, that is your workplace and social. So workplace is a social environment. So if your team not means succeeded in some works, that's a failure. And if you are means boss or somewhere else given a task but you are not completed it, that's a failure. So what are the areas that is affecting the failure in your life? That is in your workplace and social environment that you can face the failures maybe. And the fourth area of your life affecting the failures, that is the relationships. So maybe some misunderstanding, maybe if your parents are not means that much of attached, somewhat time your brothers or sisters, somewhat time it may be of another person, relatives. So any area of that you are in your life, that is in the relationship area, that you are facing any loss or unfulfillment, that is your failure. And the fifth one that I will tell you, that is the financial area. So what if your income is not that much good, that is needed for your needs and everything, that is loss or some unfulfillment, that is your failure. And what is the sixth one? That is others. So whatever things more than that of things somewhat that you are means maybe in your mind like that. So that is also failure. So what are the areas affecting the failure that you want to understand first? Then only you can feel that it is failure or not, that you want to understand. So the personality area, it will affect you as a person. And your career areas, that you know very single day that you are facing some struggles or failures in your life, that is your career related. And your workplace social environments and your relationships and your financial areas and others. So first thing that you understood, something lost in my life or some unfulfillment happened in my life, that is a failure. Then now you got the idea, that is what are the areas the failures can affect. So others, whatever things that I'm not mentioned here, that you can think about that. And next we are going to discuss about, that is the reason behind the failure. So now you got what are the areas affecting the failure. Now we are going to discover the reasons behind the failure. So there is also 7 points are there. That is a 7 reasons are there. The first one, there is no hard work. So I will tell you about the hard work. It is not you are working 24 into 7. It is not hard work. It is you are troubling your life. That I can say. So the hard work means that you need to think whichever ways that I can reach the goal in my life. And the goal may be of your career, of your relationship life, or your workplace life, or anything that is. But if you are not worked hard, that is, you want to understand what is needed in that position, or how you can make that possible. So, how I can work for that. So, that is your hard work. So, it is not about a single day or a single thing that you will do, but it's a consistent manner that you want to do and you want to reach that goal. So, if you don't have a hardworking person, you will see the failure in your life. And the second reason is that the different focus. So this different focus, I will tell you very clearly with an example, that is, if you choose a career, that is depends on what? If you are choosing a career, it depends or it is based on the money. So money is your focus. If a career that you are choosing because you wish to do that job very interestingly, because every day that you are going to that work, you will be very happy in that. So the focus is your happiness. You want to work with happiness. You want to enjoy that work. So what is your focus? That is very important. So if you are failing in that your career or education or something like that of your passion, goal or area, any area of your life, in your relationships, in your social environments, anything that you can make. But if your different focus, if you're not focusing the right thing that you needed, then you will face the failure in your life. So different focus, you are focusing the different things. And what is the third reason behind of failure? That is the lack of decision making. Maybe some people are very sudden decision making people and they will regret afterwards. Some people, they will not make the decision, they will process for a long time and they will not reach the right decision. But the successful peoples, that is, they will take the right decision because they are collecting the information about what happened in a problem or a situation. So some people's means some two or three peoples in a team, they are working together, but some areas they are not contacting or they are not interacting each other completely, that maybe some misunderstanding happened in between, so it will not make the decision right, so the team will not succeed because they are not understanding each other. So the lack of decision means, or the decision making is, you want to understand what is happening in a problem or a situation, then you want to make the decision. And if you are working as a team, you want to analyze what are the suggestions from the team members, so you can easily reach the solution and the solution will be the right one because everybody given their own part in your life. That means in your relationship life, in your financial things. So whatever decisions that you are making, you should want to be analyze what you want to do exactly. If you have a financial goal, you need to understand how much money that I need to fulfill that. In your relationships with, like in your parents, you want to be means more loving parents, or you want to be take care of all the peoples, you want to be think about that, you want to talk to that people, so you want to make the decision for that thing. So it's a very accurate one, it want to be very accurate one. So the lack of decision making is a very big problem or the reason behind of the failure. And what is the fourth one? That is a fear. So fear is a very important reason, that is most of the people are failing because of the fear. So the fear of failure is one of the problem, and fear of about the peoples around them. So that is also one of the fear that the peoples are facing in their life and they will fail in their life. So fear is one of the problem or the reason behind of the failure. And what is the fifth one? That is a poor management. So that is more it means related to the financial area. That is a poor money management. So if you have the income that is not fulfilling your needs, that means that you need to be arrange everything. That is what is prioritized, means what is your priorities that you need to focus. You want to manage the money for that, then only you can make another things. So there is a good deal of that money that you needed to become a very good financial person. That is financially you want that capacity to manage everything, so you want to arrange everything properly, otherwise you will lose money. And the sixth one, that is a less values. So this is very important in relationships and social environment, in your workplace, in your family, in your relationships, everywhere that you need, because you are relating with a person, or you are means dealing with a person in your life as a as a like a relationship feeling, that is a mother and child feeling, a husband and wife feeling, and co-workers like that of, it's a friendship like that of form. So you want a lot of values in your life, then only the peoples can understand you. If you are not a truthful person, if you are not sincere, if you are not a that much of means people can easily mingle to you, easily can conversate with you, it is not happening in your life, that you need to focus more, because you are not having that much values in your life as a person, as a human being, then you need to add a lot of values in your life. So that is also a reason behind of failure in your personal and your social and your workplace life. That is towards your family, towards your relationships, towards your friends and family circles, all those things. So add a lot of values in your characters, in your behavior and everywhere, then people will easily contact you and easily deal with you, and they will give you much more value to your relationship. So if you have no such that of values in your life, develop yourself. And the reason behind of failure is the seventh one, that is the emotional attachment. So the emotional attachment will make you, means that's a very wide area of topic, because if you are facing a failure, one of the reason is the emotional attachment. Because if you are something that you are emotionally connected to something, then something will went wrong, you can't make it proper because you can't face it properly. So emotionally attached persons, they have a lot of failures than that of the emotionally detached persons. So if you are not emotionally attached to something, then you can easily recover from that pain or the failure or something. So the reason behind of the failure, one of the reason is the emotional attachment. So you don't want to be emotionally attached to something that you are doing every day, but you need to be keep everything right. So, what is the reasons behind of the failures that we are discussed? You are not a hardworking person. You need to be work hard. Systematical work is needed to achieve a goal in your life, in your personal, professional, any area of your life. And second one, there's a different focus. So, what are you focusing in your life? So that you are not focusing much more importantly, then you will face the failures in your life. Then lack of decision making. You should make quick and accurate decisions. And fear about the failure and also fear about the people around you. And fifth value is that the poor management, mainly the financial management. And less values in your relationships, in your workplace, in your friends, family, everything that you need. If you don't have the values in your life, there should be a reason of failure in your life. And emotional attachment is the seventh point. So if you want to become the part of this decision making skill, and you have any questions to ask and you need a lot of support from my side, you can click the link and you can join my private FB group. There I will teach people how to face the failures and how to make the quick and accurate decisions in your life by using the heuristic joyful method. So click the link below and join the FB group. So now we understood about what is the failure. That is two types of failure. Something that is losing or unfulfillment. And what are the areas affecting the failures in your life and the reasons behind of the failure that we are discussed. So next we want to discuss, that is how to face the failures in your life. So there are 6 factors it is affecting. The first one is that give time to understand. So what that you needed. If you are faced a failure in your life, in your career, in your education, any area of your personality or anywhere, give time to understand where is the breakage or where is the failure happened, in which point it happened. So do not act against of it, but take time to understand what is the failure, what is the loss or unfulfillment happened, and correct it. And the second point is that do not get emotional. So if you are facing some failures in your relationship or in your friend circle or in your workplace, do not get emotional, but you should understand what happening. So sometimes you can understand, that is what are the emotions are coming when you are facing a failure. Some people, they suddenly cry, some people get angry, some people they can't control their emotions, sometimes they get frustrated and emotionally down. So do not get emotional, but understand what emotions are coming when you are facing a failure. So that is the awareness is very important. And the third one, that is change or correct the decisions. So if you made a decision in your life, in your workplace, to do a work like this, but in between that you faced a failure, you just think about where is that change or correction needed. because you've taken a decision and you just track the decision. That is, I made a decision like this. How it will affect the people and how it will come out as a result. So if you need to change or correct the decision, you just do it. Then you can easily reach the success. And the fourth one, that is open to talk and stand up. If you are really needed to reach a goal in your life, and if you are really needed success in your life, you want to be an open talking person. It's not a closed talk. Like I will tell you, that is, if something that is you are really needed and it will give you good results in your future, then you want to talk about that. You want to openly talk about that. And if it is needed, you want to stand up for yourself. But most of the people's, what they will do, they pull back themselves and they will not interested to talk to the peoples in your anywhere of your life. So I will tell you one example from my life. That is, when it was 2012, that I was working as a medical imaging technologist in a medical college hospital, and my ambition at that time, it was I want to do a research in the medical radiology in abroad. So I done all the paperwork and I took the passport, and I means finished some IELTS preparations, and I'm just ready for to face the exams. So in between, all the processes went, means all the process is finished, but I threw my dreams and passion at the end of all the process. So I'm just thinking myself, that is, what is the reason behind of that. I'm throw away every dreams and goals of my life, because that was my very intense goal at that time. Now I can understood that personally, as a person, I'm not ready to open to talk and stand up for my goals and dreams, because it will give you a great career life. But I'm not ready to, or I'm not ready for the open talk, and I'm not ready to stand up for my goal. So, and I'm little bit emotionally attached in my family, and all those things are the factors. I'm fearful person at that time. So these are the factors that I faced in my life. So you just think about, if you need to be, means reach somewhere in your as a goal or as a passion, so you want to be talk about that. You want to be make that open talk, and you want to stand up for yourself. So that is the how to face the failures in your life. And the fifth point is that find out the losses. It is mainly the financial area. So you just track yourself, that is where I am losing the money, and where I am, means the breakage is happening, means money is losing somewhere else, like that. So you want to find out the losses. So any area of your life that you can face failures, you should, if you want to face the failures, you want to find out what are the unfulfillment happened and what are the losses happened, mainly in the financial area. And what is the sixth one? How to face the failures. So fearless for good values. Don't get be fear about something that you want to talk. You should be a fearless person. Then only you can make the good results. You can make the good decisions in your life. So if you are a fearful person about your decision making, about your surroundings, people around you and everywhere, you can't face the failures. You should be a fearless person, but the result and the values that you're focusing, that should be the best one. So only stand for the good results, then you want to be a fearless person to face the failures in your life. So now you got a lot of ideas that I will just recap all the points to understand what has happened. So first we talked about what are the two types of failures in your life. The first one that we discussed, that is any loss happening in your life, that's your failure. And the second, that is unfulfillment. And what are the areas affecting the failure? The first one, that is a personality. Second one, that is a career. And third, workplace, social, relationships, financial, or others. So what are the areas affecting the failures that you want to be understand? And the third point that we have discussed is the reasons behind of the failure. So if you're not a hardworking person, you have the different focuses, you don't have the decision making capacity, you're fearful about the peoples and the surroundings, and you have the poor management system, and you have not that much of values in your life that you are following, and you're emotionally attached to something, then you will feel the failures every time. So that is the reasons behind of the failure. And the fourth point that we have discussed about how to face the failures. So if some failures came in your life, you just give time to understand it and do not get emotional. And if you need to change your character decision, you just do it. And you need to talk about your goals, good results. So open to talk and stand up for your good results and find out the losses, then you can easily correct it. And fearless for good values. Then now we are going to discuss about what is failure exactly. So I will give you a simple definition of failure that I have faced a lot of failures in my life. So I learned the lessons from that failures and I got a definition that is my side. From my side, I'm telling you, failure is a alert to be focused more to reach the goal without any emotional influence. So maybe this definition will help you a lot. So what is a failure? In my opinion or my suggestion, I will tell you that is failure is just an alert. That is to be focused more, reach the goal without any emotional influence. If you're not emotionally influenced and you are more focused, that you are more focused into your goals, then failure is just an alert. Alert you every time, alert you the failure that is you are not in the right focus to reach the goal and you are sometimes emotionally influenced. So this is a alert. So failure is a alert to be focused more to reach the goal without any emotional influence. So maybe you got a lot of points about how to face the failures in your life. So this week that I will tell you, you just go through each and every points that will give you more clarity about how you can face the failures in your life. Now you understood about what are the areas affecting and what are the reasons behind of that and what is the mainly the law means the failure is called. So be ready to face the failures in your life. Just think about it's a alert. Sometimes you are not in the track, the failure will come. So that failure will make you become in the track. So every time failure comes, do not get upset, do not get emotionally attached or emotionally down, but you have to think about I'm not in the track. I want to be in this track that I want to reach somewhere else. So if you are if you are having any goal or passion or something, that if you need to reach any career position or something, that you need to be face the failures in your life, that will make you more and more strong to reach the success. So failure is not a fearful thing, it's a very happy thing. So get ready to face the failures in your life. Don't get upset. Be a courageous person to face the failures. I think you got a lot of points from this how to face the failures and by making the strong decisions in your life to for good results. So if you want to learn much more about how to face the failures and you need my support, that is how you can face the failures in your life and you need to ask any questions and I will help you through the private FB group. So I'm given a link below. You can click that link and join my private FB group. And I will give you more informations. And there is a interactive sessions happening every day that you can ask any questions. I will reply you directly. So be a part of this Joyful Lifestyle Hub to click that link and join the FB group.